Class ever been pressured to be something that they are not? Has anybody in this class ever been forced to do something that they didn't want to do? Pressures and challenges in our life are something that we face every day. In my pieces, I will describe people who have faced challenges and overcome them. In my first piece, being told how to act, who to be, can be a challenge to people of all ages. Do you give in or fight for who you are? In the first piece, describes someone who knows that it's always necessary to be you and never give in to anybody. This is 30-30-150 by Stone Sour. I am a dominant gene. I live as I die. Never say forever, because forever is a lie. I can see right through you, so I can't ignore you. The story changes, but the ending won't bore you. I tried to tell you, but you simply obeyed. They didn't listen, so they threw you away. Now, all you do is talk. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Is this what you want? This is where it begins, and this is where it ends. This is where it begins, and this is where it ends. In my own peculiar way, I feel mercurial. Before I get ahead of myself again, I know the where, but I still don't know the when. You want to live in a one-sided world. You're begging for a whole world of hurt. Now, if we're playing facades, I don't want to be an angel. I just want to be God. They called us a dead generation. They told us that we wouldn't survive. They left us alone in the maelstrom. As you can see, we're all plenty alive. We know who you are and we're coming. Let's see you say that stuff to our face. 30-30-150 remembers, and 30-30-150 hates. And my first piece describes someone who knows who they are and knows that they won't change for anybody. But what if you're born not knowing who you are and your opinions of yourself are shaped by others? In my second piece, the character is somebody who is pondering his life and is wondering who he is. This is an excerpt of Battle Royale from The Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. All my life, I've been looking for something, and everywhere I turned, everyone had tried to tell me what it was. I accepted their answers too, though they were often in contradiction and even self-contradictory. I was naive. I was looking for myself and asking everyone except myself about questions which I, and only I, could answer. It took me a long time and much painful boomeranging of my expectations to achieve a realization everyone else appears to have been born with. I am nobody but myself. The last two pieces discuss being who you are and not changing for anybody. My final selection is about fighting through hard times. In this piece, the narrator is somebody who believes he is weak and uses the strength of somebody else to come to the realization, he takes his inspiration from a fellow human being. This is Resilience by the band As I Lay Dying. Your resilience inspires me, facing tragedies that I will never face. Your presence is humbling to think of all that you have overcome. It took such little pain for our lives to coalesce, finding what I could have found in no one else. You bring me through the darkness of myself and show me that frailty can be turned into strength. From the outside, I've deceived the world with false bravery. Yet you've taught me so much more than I can ever teach. And someday you might need someone to lean on. I can only hope that I'll gain the courage to be there for you in whatever you face. You bring me through the darkness of myself and show me that frailty can be turned into strength. Suffering, persistence, such sorrow, yet resilience.